Cheryl Claprood told 22 News there are still high levels of gas being detected in the area. Our live team coverage begins with 22 News reporter Matt Karen. He's live in Springfield, where he's confirmed that gas crews are finding levels of natural gas in the area.
And that is the headline of the morning, Shannon. Higher than normal natural gas levels that have been detected underneath some of the streets within the blast zone area. We're not sure exactly which streets, but Captain Claprood said that it could indicate that another gas leak is happening as we speak. I'll step out of the way. Right now we're live on Pearl Street looking at Worthington Street, literally probably about a half a block away from the site of this explosion. What you're looking at right now is the U-Haul building that's right across from United Transmission Exchange. It's been completely destroyed. You can see some of the U-Haul trucks that are in the bays there. There have been people here all morning long walking the streets trying to figure out how this may have happened, literally just across the street from the nightclub where the initial explosion took place. City and state officials just wrapped up a meeting at 6 o'clock this morning. Captain Claprood said if the readings are of a dangerous level, obviously they would expand their perimeter, which now spans about 3 blocks. The destruction in Springfield is something that really is hard to put into words. Shards of glass everywhere, bricks that have been hurled for blocks, and a hole in the ground where the Scores Gentlemen's Club once stood, literally a hole. We've been talking to people all morning long who say that they heard the blast miles away. Some say they thought it was a bomb. Others say it felt like an earthquake. We caught up with a couple people moments ago. Here's what they had to say.
I used to see a series of buildings in a row, and I very quickly realized that one of the buildings was no longer there. It was a total shock, total shock.
Now, despite the wishes of the mayor, as daybreak sheds more light on the destruction here, people have been coming to snap pictures or to take video. Today, Columbia gas crews will be drilling into the street to do some more testing. They'll be walking the disaster area and possibly knocking down some of these seriously damaged buildings that could pose a threat to emergency workers. Many different apartments had to be condemned in this area as a result of the explosion, and those people are now at the shelter, which is set up at Central High School. Reporting live on Pearl Street, just across from Worthington Street in Springfield, Matt Karen, 22 News.